Welcome to another video. Walk on the Wild Side, and I'm here in Lytham. There's the famous windmill there, the famous Lytham Windmill here on Lytham Green. And you might have seen the video that I did here in Lytham, and I'm going to head back to Blackpool now. And what I thought I'd do is I'd take you with me. We'll take it on a drive to Blackpool, and we'll start here at Lytham Windmill. And what I thought I'd do is, well, where can we go in Blackpool? Where can we go to? Where can the destination be? And I thought Blackpool Tower, and then I thought, maybe not. No, I'd probably get stuck in traffic or something like that. So what I thought I'd do is, let's drive to another windmill. I'll take you to Little Marton Windmill, which is like a welcome to Blackpool. If you come off the motorway, you'll know Little Marton Windmill. It doesn't have its sails at the moment, and yeah, Lytham Windmill itself lost its sails a couple of years ago, but they have been replaced. So let's take a drive from here, Lytham Windmill, to Little Marton Windmill in Blackpool. We'll take the scenic route, and I'll talk you along the way. So let's do it. Okay, so here we go, Lytham to Blackpool, Lytham Windmill to Little Marton Windmill in Blackpool. I'm currently driving along the front. I'm going to take a bit of a roundabout way, folks. I'm not going to go the back way because I want to make it a bit more interesting. So what we'll do is we'll take a right here, just opposite the windmill. This is Station Road. So we're going to turn off East Beach, where I just was there. We'll go ahead down here. I'll show you a little bit of Lytham, just in case you didn't see that other video. I'll take you down the main drive, Clifton Street. Looking very quiet now. I am filming this video after I did the other one, and all the shop, well, most of the shops will be shut now. There'll be pubs and fish and chips open. Very leafy Lytham as well, you'll notice. That's something that Blackpool could do with taking a note of. It's around about 5:30 now. We're just going past the square. This is the square at Lytham. Past the big pub, the Ship and Royal, which I went in. I took you in there. So we'll head down this way. There's another pub just up here which I didn't include, and that's the County on the right hand side. Can you see that there? The County. That's a massive pub, by the way. And there's also a Chinese restaurant on the left hand side which is quite posh. It's called Choose. So this is Lytham, folks, and if you look at the wall there, look at the wall with the pebbles, the old walls there. Very expensive properties here in Lytham. This road is called Church Road. We're just about to head down the back of Lowther Gardens, which is like the main park here in Lytham. Lowther Gardens there on the left hand side. They also have the pavilion where they do concerts and stuff like that. It's Lytham Cricket and Sports Club. I also showed you in there the other week when I was doing a video on the 1940s. Lytham Cricket and Sports Club there. Cricket pitch, football pitches, tennis courts, they've got it all there. If you ever visit the place and you see Terry, tell him I sent you. So we're just going around this bit of a bend. We're just going past the church. Seafield Road on the left hand side, there's a sports ground there where they play football. Some very exclusive properties around here. Notice the wall on the right hand side there, look at that. We're about to go over a railway bridge, and this takes us on the right hand side, should I say, we've got Wychwood, which is a nice little walk if you like to have a walk in the wood. We've got Wychwood on the right hand side here. You know, I've not been in there for ages. I'll have to get myself back in there. Wychwood. So we've crossed the railway line. On the way to Blackpool. Little Marton Windmill from Lytham. The next place we're going to go past is going to be Ansdell. There's a road on the left called Milner Road. That heads round along the railway track there. There's a church here on the left hand side. Fairhaven Golf Club is to the right. That church is called the Well Church. We've got Common Side on the left hand side, and this is Ansdell now. Ansdell. And Ansdell and Fairhaven are kind of two little towns in between Lytham and St Anne's. We've got the rugby ground on the right hand side. AKS, sponsored by AKS Lytham, sponsored by the big school here, AKS, Arnold King Edward. Yeah, I remember when Arnold School was on its own in Blackpool and then it merged with King Edward. There's a pub on the left called the Blossoms. So we've gone past Ansdell now, and now I'm going to head over this mini roundabout. If I was to turn left there, it would take me into St Anne's, into the centre of St Anne's, but I'm not going that way. We're heading more towards Blackpool. So this is like the main drag between, it's one of the main drags between Lytham and Blackpool. There are other routes. Giving you a look at a part of this area that you've probably never seen before on the channel. We're coming up to a very swanky estate just up here. It's called the Cypress Point Estate, and that's just after this road on the right hand side, where it takes you to Lytham Crematorium on the right hand side. So Cypress Point is pretty much straight ahead there, Cypress Point, but we're heading this way towards Blackpool. Les Dawson used to live around here. He used to live just off that road to the crematorium. I remember when he lived there. Les Dawson. Shell garage on the corner there. This is Hay Houses Lane. It's quite a long road. It's all residential along here, but there is a superstore just up here. There's a new housing estate on the left hand side just here. You see where the sign for Booths is here? All that on the left hand side, new housing estate, and a pub called the Water's Edge, which is really good, by the way. It used to belong to the DWP? It used to belong to, I think it was a Premium Bond, you know. There's the Booth store, the new Booth store. That replaced, it kind of replaced the one that was in Blackpool on Highfield Road. If you count Lytham St Anne's, as they've got two booths. Because Lytham and St Anne's do tend to get lumped together, so get lumped together as one. The town hall covers the whole area: Lytham, St Anne's, Fairhaven and Ansdell. Bit of roadworks going on here. By the way, I am filming this in 4K 60 mode, so if you think it looks a lot smoother than normal, that's why. Best resolution and the smoothest frame rate. So we're getting close to Blackpool now. We've got a Miller and Carter steakhouse just up here, a very swanky pub there. The Miller and Carter. I think it used to be called the Queensway. Was that the Queensway? Someone let me know. We've got some new houses on the right hand side as well. A new house and estate. It's called Richmond Point. But we're now about to head onto Queensway, and Queensway takes us right round the back of Blackpool Airport. So here we go, Queensway. This is pretty much the border between Blackpool and St Anne's. So we're going right round the back. Of the airport. You can see the landing lights as well. There was a landing light just back there then. The landing lights in the field either side. It's quite fun when you drive down here and you see a plane coming right over, dead low. Now I believe when we get up here, there's a road called Division Lane, and that road, the first road we get to on the right hand side up here, is the division between Blackpool and St Anne's. So once I've gone past that road, we're now back into Blackpool. So there's a right turn here. You see this turn here? That's Division Lane. Now that is called Division Lane for a reason. On the left hand side we've got cricket club. Look at this now, there you go. I was right. Welcome to Blackpool. I can't think of the name of that cricket club offhand. It's not Blackpool Cricket Club. And we're now coming up to this junction where I'm going to take a right here, and we're going to take a right onto School Road. This road is called School Road, and we're now heading into Marton Moss, which I must do it. Sorry, that car in ahead is so noisy. We're heading into Marton Moss now. School Road. I need to do some videos around here, and just on the left hand side we've got a school. And that school is St Nicholas Church of England. So here we go down School Road. There's a lane on the right. I think that lane is called Sandy Lane. Yes, it is Sandy Lane. Yeah, there's some nice properties around here with lots of space. There used to be lots of fields, but they're building on a lot of the land around here now. The old Mosses are selling the land off. And they're building lots of new properties along here, so it's not quite the same as it was. There used to be nurseries, garden centres, lots of that sort of stuff going on around here on Marton Moss. Nowadays, a lot of the land is being bought up and built on. That's the same all over the country, isn't it? There's a cattery on the left hand side there. There's a little lane on the left hand side just up here which is quite interesting. It's called Jubilee Lane. I remember I used to go down there quite a lot because I worked down there, and it was very, very bumpy. Yeah. It's all since been made a lot smoother now. So yeah, this part of Blackpool was, there was people living up here way, way back. Way, way back. I've just gone past a road called Bambers Lane there. So we're kind of heading into the sticks now. We're kind of heading out again of Blackpool. We're heading towards the motorway. You see the signs there. It's changed quite a lot round here in the last 20 odd years. It's changed a heck of a lot. We're building a new link road, it says there. They're building a new link road round here. I'm going to head up this way. A lot of this is quite new. We've got we've got an industrial estate up here, and a lot of that's been built on. There's some new houses as well. So it's all changed around this part of Blackpool. Massive industrial estate up here. It's called White Hills. White Hills Industrial Estate, and we've got some houses on the right hand side. They're still selling quite a bit of the land, so it's changing all the time. Car dealership up here. We've got a Vauxhall dealership. We've also got a BMW dealership. I remember when the BMW dealership it used to be Derek Woodman's. There's a pub on the left called Plumtree Farm with the Premier Inn. We're getting very close now to Little Marton Windmill. We're just going past a big B&Q on the left hand side, part of White Hills Industrial Estate. We're actually not in Blackpool at the moment, we're actually in a place called Westby. We've kind of veered out of Blackpool a little bit, but we're coming back in again. And we're now coming up to Marton Circle. This is Marton Circle, which goes over the motorway. And you tend to get police parked up here. They tend to park up here to check on people, you know, dodgy people who might be trying to leave town after doing naughty things. They'll park up on this bridge here, ready to pounce. So I'm going to turn left here and we're almost there, folks. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to take a left here. We're on the main road now, Preston New Road. Look at those houses over there. What do you think of these new houses here? These houses are built by the same builder that's building the new phase of Foxhall Village. Yeah, so they're a bit different to those ones at Foxhall. Some people like these better than those ones. I'm going to turn right here. There's a big Tesco on the left hand side. We've also got the police station just over there on the left. This is Langdale Road, and straight ahead, there it is, folks. Windmill to windmill. It's Little Marton Windmill. That's it. Looks a bit sad without the sails, doesn't it? But I'm sure that they'll be replaced before too long. Well, we made it to Blackpool. This is the main road, Preston New Road into Blackpool. You can just see some of those new houses over there. This is the Mearside Estate, just on the edge of town. And look at this, Little Marton Windmill. We made it, and it's got no sails. How sad! How sad is that? But I'm sure that they're making plans to replace them. And this is open every Sunday, by the way, if you want to visit it. I've not been in yet, funny enough. And there's a plaque up there. It's actually called the Alan Clark Memorial Windmill. Now there you go, it's got a blue plaque. How about that, eh? Yeah, okay, I've changed my shirt since I was down in Lytham. But that was my video. Lytham Windmill to Little Marton Windmill here in Blackpool. Sailless Little Marton Windmill, but hopefully not for too much longer. I hope you like the drive. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.